Hey folks, it's Omar with Real Estate Marketing Tips. I wanted to create this video because this situation is a situation that I know that a lot of folks that are in real estate sales, real estate agents, developers who are trying to sell their projects, this is one of the things that they're encountering. Um, they're generating leads, they're getting leads, um, they're getting them in their database, and the leads kind of go cold. So in this situation, I was talking to a guy, and I basically asked him, I say, "Hey, are you currently using a CRM?" He says, "Yes," which is good. It's a good thing to have a CRM so you can manage your potential clients and clients. But he's mentioned, I also want new leads. And typically, when someone is asking for more leads, they assume or think that the leads that they currently have in their database, that they're not good. They're not good leads. And I've experienced this throughout my career, uh, working with sales guys we're feeding them leads. They would come back and say these are bad leads. And it's not that they're bad leads, it's just that they're just not ready to buy. Where they are in the sales cycle is at the beginning. They probably have to, again, get financing in order. They have to get their down payment money, whatever the reason is. They're just not at that point yet. But that doesn't mean that they're bad leads. It just means that they're not ready to buy just yet. So, and I'm not saying to not continue to generate new leads. What I'm saying is that don't just forget about the leads that are in your database. Okay. And so as we go further, I said, I asked him, I say, well, how many leads are currently in your database? And he says 500, around 500. And so then he goes down below. He says, not every person answers when we call them, send emails, WhatsApp messages. Okay, that's fine. That's just, that's part of the game, you know. But what you want to do, um, what you want to do with your existing leads, especially if you have 500, 200, however many leads you have in your database, you don't want to just let them go cold and just stop communicating with them. And so what I do, what I help people with is creating emails as one of their touch points that they can consistently communicate with their existing leads in their database to move them further along the sales cycle, to get them to respond, or you're engaging with them. And when you're engaging with them and you're doing it on a consistent basis, and I would say that you should send weekly emails, at least one. I propose I suggest that people send at least two per week, but at least one at the bare minimum. And that should be enough to keep you on top of mind with your leads. Okay, so what I do is I help people create email nurture sequences, help them come up with their content ideas, because I know you guys are also really busy. You don't have time to really do a lot of to sit down and crank out an email, or to put an email in your CRM. I get it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you create those emails, and help you come up with content ideas. And that's what I do. And there's only four types of emails that you need to send. In my 4 email framework, I use four main types of emails, and you can send these 2 a week or even more throughout every week consistently. You'll be able to do it, especially if you're an agent with a lot of projects. So those four type of emails, I call them the feature email. my update email, my market study or market trend type of email. And the last one is that I talk about is the how to or case study, how to educational type of email. Those are the only four types of emails that you need to send every week. And these emails are going to help you build trust with your leads, with your people in your database. It's going to help you create a sense of urgency in a lot of cases. And it's going to allow you to gather more information. It's going to allow you to gather information with regard to your lead. So let me give you a quick example of what I mean by that. So if someone, if you communicated to your lead, you sent them an email about a project, and it was a apartment building, and it was a one bedroom condo that you're marketing, that you're selling, and you sent out a feature email showcasing in detail on this particular condo unit. At the end of the email, what you can say is you can have two different calls of actions. One of the call of action could be, hey, if you're interested in learning more about this condo and how you can reserve or how you can buy, or if you want to take a tour, you can send that one call to action at the end of that email. And the second email, or the second call to action, not second email, but second call to action, is you can say, hey, if this is not what you're looking for, let me know what you're looking for. And we can basically find it. So, so you have, so let's imagine you send out an email talking about a specific project, a specific unit, and the person out of these 500 people that are in your database, they're not interested in that project. Well, guess what? You need to find out what they are interested in. And so you can say, hey, if you're not interested in this one bedroom condo unit, let me know what you're looking for. And all of this stuff is you're getting information about your leads, because that's going to be able to help you find what they're looking for. If they're not, if they're not looking for one bedroom unit, what are they looking for? They may be looking for um, a 3 bedroom single family residence in a gated community. They may be looking for something that is, off the beaten path. They may want to be um, off grid, but you won't know that unless you're consistently communicating with your email list or with your leads in your CRM. And by no means am I saying to not call, because this guy obviously is following up with his leads. He's following up with them by calling. He sends emails. He even communicates with them via WhatsApp or text messages. And that's cool. Do all of that. But what I'm saying is, and I know this to be the case from my experience, is that one of the things that real estate agents just totally are neglect is sending out a consistent stream of emails. And you add that to the mix on top of your text messages, on top of phone calls, um, you will start moving people down down the sales cycle, and they will eventually close. This stuff even works on people who may have already bought with you. You have some existing clients who may be investors. They may have their single family home that they're good with, but maybe they want they want something for an investment purposes. So maybe you have some products out there or projects out there that maybe people who have already bought may be interested in. But you have to keep on pushing and announcing these different projects. So if you need any help with your email campaigns, comment below, let me know, and I can help you. Okay. So that's all for now. Talk with you guys next time.